one of your YouTube videos recently, you said something that has very profound implications for pretty much all of humanity. And I wanted you to elaborate on that. And you said in the year 2012 that the spirit of the Kalki, the next divine incarnation, will be born into the hearts of humanity. Could you talk about how that may happen, what that may do to humanity afterwards?
You see, the Kalki avatar, the Kalki Krishna, or the second advent of Christ, the work has already begun. Where servers of humanity like us are already entering and seeping your hearts and making the change in your minds and your higher mind. It is happening now. It's happening at this moment. We can't wait till 2012. We can't wait till 2700, where the work will be complete and Kalki will come. So, what I mean by this is, the 2012 effects have already started in full bloom. Don't you see what happened about the oil spill, then Katrina, the Hurricane Katrina, the great tsunami, 300,000 people gone, then the earthquake in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. It's still going on. The Middle East killing themselves. Humanity is on a spree. It's hell-bent on destroying itself. If the Holocaust don't do it, humanity says, we'll do it. We'll take it upon ourselves to explode ourselves. What sort of a wisdom is this? So, what is going to happen is that the great ones are not interested in whether you explode your body to smithereens or you put, have a facelift, cosmetic facelift. They're not concerned about your apparent self, which is your physical body. They are concerned about your true self, which is your soul consciousness. And in this context, I have said that in the year 2012, the positive things will also start happening. I mean, of course, Nostradamus has said that this will happen, sky will turn red in vague language. But I tell you in specific language, I do not know why Nostro forgot to give you the positive side of it. He's only seeing the dark sky of it. Didn't he see the second advent of Christ? Didn't he see the four horsemen of the apocalypse coming riding on the four horse? The first horseman is the Lord Kalki Maitreya, called the second advent of Christ. Second horseman is the Lord Vaivashvat Manu. On the third white horse is the Yoga Avatar Lahiri Mahasaya of our Kriya Yoga, who is also Balram along with Krishna and Devapi. The fourth horseman is Sri Yukteswar, the Jnana Avatar Sri Yukteswar, who was Moses in his past life. And these are the four horsemen of the apocalypse. These are the four horsemen. And what will happen in 2012 is not that they necessarily may come in front of you, like I'm in front of you just now, or they may not. And what difference does it make? Suppose I'm going to tell you I'm Moses here, I'm Sri Yukteswar here, and I'm talking to you now. You won't believe me in any case. So it's an exercise in futility. Your heart will believe, but the mind, the doubting Thomas will say no, it cannot be. So the mind is always a stumbling block. This is the greatest challenge to the masters. How great a stumbling block? Jesus, resurrected from the dead, he went to everyone they believed. Thomas wouldn't believe. Your mind is Thomas. So he said, look, Thomas, believe me, feel my flesh and bone body, Thomas, and look at my wound marks. Feel them here. Here's where they put the nails in my wrist here. Feel it. So he felt it and believed 88%. I mean, that's pretty good. After feeling. So even after seeing, the mind goes into denial. So I'm telling you, I honor you. You are gems. You are gods. Your higher self, I honor. Your minds are idiotic. Leave the idiot. Go to your genius, leave your idiot. The idiot will always make a misunderstanding of every message that is given to you, and soon you will find yourself drowning in 2012. You will find yourself burning in 2012. If you do not do Kriya Yoga, if you do not ingest more light, more spiritual light by Kriya Yoga, it will be difficult for you to cope with the circumstances of 2012 to 2700. Because Kriya Yoga is a pathway which will help you to override the crisis situation. That's how important Kriya Yoga is for you. And in 2012, the spirit of the Maitreya, the spirit of Lord Vaivashvat Manu, the Noah, the spirit of Moses and the spirit of Abraham, Moses Yukteswar, Abraham Lahiri Masa, the spirit of all these great masters will enter your being. Sri Yukteswar has the power to project more bodies and do a Kaya view. It's called Nirman Kaya, Nirman Chitta. I cannot exist unless it is his command to say that, to project me here and infuse in you the Spirit of God. I'm infusing in you the Spirit of God. I'm not just talking, I'm transforming you while I talk. This is the alchemy of total transformation. This is the secret of the Siddhas. They do not teach. They catch you, shake you, and wake you up. And this is why they are transforming you. This is why they transform you. This is important. And that's what I'm doing. But your mind is preventing it from being shaken and woken up. And so the Kalki Avatar will not appear in his physical form in 2012. To some he will appear, to those who are advanced. To those who are not advanced, you just see him as the Spirit Divine entering the souls of humanity. But Babaji will not enter the souls of humanity. He will enter the spirit of humanity, which is yet a subtler process, which is contained within the soul of humanity. So the soul is the highly divine mind. So the Maitreya Krishna will enter humanity as the divine mind, the spirit of the divine mind. And Babaji will enter humanity through Vaivashvat Manu as the spirit of the divine consciousness. Can you dig it? Aye? So have I answered your question? Then when will he manifest, Guru Nath? When will he manifest? He will manifest at 2012 to only a few. Then as they evolve to that state, he will be appearing and seen with Babaji to more and more people. It's just a flash of second. It's the changing of the guard, where the divine, the great ones hand over the baton to their successors. And yes, Moses will be the divine king as Sri Yukteswar, called the Manu Savarni, and Abraham will be the divine teacher, the world teacher as Yoga Avatar Lahiri Mahasaya. How much clearer do you guys want me to make it for you? Jesus comes after the four horsemen of the apocalypse. I'm sorry, because Christ has already taken the horse. Jesus, the man, although fused into the Samadhi of the Christ, does not identify totally now with the Christ, who is the eternal divine mind of humanity. And Jesus, remember, prepared for 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness when Satan tempted him. Christ needs no such preparation. Jesus prepared for the incoming Christ. He required 40 days and 40 nights of intense meditation and fasting. That's why in the Yahudim culture, the Jewish Hebraic culture, they always say that Moses is the senior person, the senior dude. Right? Is it okay to call him that? And because Jesus as Joshua was with him and assisting him and said, "Oh Lord, after you have seen Babaji, the collective Elohim, you, O Moses Yukteswar," said Joshua Yogananda, "when shall I be one with thee?" Are you understanding? Can you help? How many of you grasp what I'm saying? Raise your hands. Okay. I gave out something which was very crucial. I don't know how many of you got it, but if you're going to be dumb, then I can't do it. It's time for me to go. I have to leave you all and go. I'm leaving this in your custody. I'll still be working in the celestial spheres. I'll still be working astrally with you. But I can't wait for too long. I'm going to give it to you, serve you with all my heart, with all my mind, with all my soul, and with all my strength. But if it's done, then what can I do? You have to be quick and aware. Please drop your rational mind and use the higher mind of intuition to see what I'm saying, see what I'm saying. Do you understand? Aye. You say I and you miss the point every time. Anyway, I accept the I. And I'm going to destroy the I before I go. To expose your divinity, your I has to be destroyed. And I is the rational mind which comes in the stumbling block that what you see in me you cannot believe. Then what can you? I is a we see and ye see not. I is a we and ye see not. Ears a we and ye hear not. What can we do about it? Become a child of 5 in innocence. Try to get it. And this work will go on for 700 years, which is a flash in the pan. For 7 years, the changing of the pattern, where the Lord Christ shall hand over to his successor, who in other terms you know as Kutumi. We in later terms know as the Yoga Avatar Lahiri Mahasaya, of whom Kutumi is an aspect. And of whom you call the Manu Savarni El Maurya, we in the later form know as Sri Yukteswar. Gyan Avatar Sri Yukteswar. Are they of the autobiography? Yes, they are from the autobiography of a yogi. The same Kriya masters who are mentioned in there. They, Sri Yukteswar, will be the divine king of the inner hierarchy, of the inner government of the world. And the Lord Lahiri Mahasaya will be the world teacher, the world master of the inner hierarchy of the inner government of the world. From 2012, the changing of the baton, changing of gods, the guardians of humanity will happen. And these are the true masters of the topmost hierarchy of our solar system and world system, who are the guardian wall of humanity, who are the source of the guardian wall of humanity. These Janus-faced masters look at the open skies with one face, and with the other face they are looking at the other side. They take the drastic currents from the outer universe, all the destructive currents they take into themselves, transform the poison into nectar, and with the other face and their eyes and mouth they transform the nectar to humanity. So our fragile little baby humanity in our cocoon may survive and may grow. Oh, we ungrateful humanity, O Lord, make us more grateful for what the Masters are doing for us. Make us more grateful. Amen.
Kalpo Nirakar Rupo Vibhutva Chatrasayana Samave Samat